What's up, everyone, and welcome to Beastman Takes On, where I talk in detail about games that I have played for the first time. So basically, a detailed version of my first impressions videos. And today, I want to talk about a game that's possibly harder than the Dark Souls trilogy or other Soulsborne games, and that's Nioh 2. I got this game for $5 on Amazon, and it was quite the steal with the amount of content this game has, with all the ways to build and upgrade your character to however you want to fight. Nioh 2 is a linear mission-to-mission based hardcore action RPG that has elements of the Dark Souls games, but it's set into 1500s Japan, taking siege in different territories while also fighting demons called yokai. Combat. You start the game with a custom character to create and then start the tutorial out with two main weapons to choose from that grants additional buffs towards your character, stats, and to fight against certain enemy types with certain elemental buffs. You also get to choose a guardian spirit that goes with your yokai beast form to match a certain type of power style that you want to play. The combat is similar to Bloodborne and Sekiro, with having to drain the enemy's stamina bar for an execution attack. This game is faster with the combo system, and you can regain your stamina after you land a combo with perfect timing. There will be a blue aura around you called Purity that surrounds you after you finish a combo to regain a short amount of stamina, or as the game calls it, ki, back, and it will also clear any yokai auras that will slow down your ki regeneration. And there's an element called Purify that will drain yokai stamina faster. Stamina is very vital to survive and to counter enemies, so you have to be fast and very resourceful. There's a total of 14 different weapon types to choose from, with all different fighting styles and special skills to combine combos with, from close to far range weapons to swords, hand cannons, rifles, axes, hammers, tonfas, which I use, hatchets, scythes, maces, fists, and bows. It's crazy that each of these weapons has their own skill tree and how much depth this game is. Shrines and co-op. There's only 4 elements of a traditional Dark Souls gameplay standouts, which are shrines as bonfires, hard difficulty, stamina resource management, and XP that you can gain and lose back from enemies. The difference of a shrine is that you can change soul core abilities, which are abilities dropped from enemies. Guardian spirits get blessings and equip ninja-like items like elemental talismans, shurikens, traps, and bombs. There's also magic in the game. There are differences between the shrines though, as in you can get buffs from a certain amount of baby tree spirits called kodamas that are spread around each level to find and collect, and each level to give you more health, money, yokai farm resource, ochoko cups for co-op, health items, ammo for guns and bows, and how many amrita or souls you can get from defeated enemies. Co-op is done by going to the Torii Gates, which is an option in the level select screen, and you or a friend has to create a lobby that you can select one mission to play together, and it plays up to 3 players that can play. From there, you can set your loadout, go to a blacksmith to create or upgrade your gear, and get your items. In co-op missions, everyone has a single life bar. Single shared one life bar. And once it's gone, then the mission is completely over and you have to start the mission all over again. So be careful and stick together. But I have had some disconnection problems, maybe because I was playing with friends and my cousin while they were on PS5 and I was on PS4. I'm not sure what the deal was with the disconnection issues. I had a fun time playing with my cousin and friends in co-op, and I also made a highlight video of the funny stuff that happened. Yokai Shift Form. Yokais are a special ability and a monstrous beast that you can also transform into for a certain period of time that come in 3 different forms. A beast, which is strength based, relying on heavy attacks that you can parry an enemy with a heavy weapon. Feral beast form for fast attacks, dash away faster. And a phantom for ranged attacks, but I think it's the most dull for countering enemies because you just stand there. You can gain the ability by gathering Amrita, or souls, by defeating enemies that will also fill a meter to counter enemy yokai attacks. You can also gain abilities from the enemy yokai that are called soul cores that you can use with one of your 3 beast yokai forms, and that you can also fuse soul cores together to make it even stronger. Yokai forms can really change the tide in battle to give you a huge boost in damage for a short limited time, but you can also increase it in its own skill tree. But you need to fill your Amrita meter first. So you have to counter the yokais at the right time from each of the 3 forms of whichever that you choose, and they all counter in 3 different ways. And the skill tree. There's an expansive skill tree level system with a ton of skills to improve from all your weapons, yokai form, samurai stances, ninjutsu skills for ninja abilities, and a ton more that you gain a skill point each time you use them, similar to Skyrim's leveling up system. This game is very deep, with upgrading your character with also a blacksmith to improve your yokai abilities, weapons, and armor. Final thoughts. I really enjoyed playing this game, especially with my cousin and friends. Nioh 2, compared to Sekiro though, difficulty wise, Sekiro is by far harder than this game because it's strictly based on countering enemy attacks, which I don't know why I put that in there. I have not beaten this game yet, but I would highly recommend this to players that love a great challenge with fast-paced combat and an in-depth RPG customization and gear system with multiple combat and gear varieties. I really don't have much to complain about this game except for the random disconnection in multiplayer matches, and when I'm locked onto enemies, sometimes you can't dodge fast enough while the enemy is attacking you or while you're doing a full combo. Now, let me know down in the comments below if you've played this game before and if you enjoyed this detailed style for a first impressions video, or called Beastman Takes On. I hope you all have a good day or good night, and I will catch y'all later. Peace out.